Hello everyone and welcome to my Q&A video. So, as you probably saw in the last video, I asked for questions in the comments below about anything. And now, after 2 days of waiting, today I'm gonna get around to answer all these questions. And yeah, I think we should get into it right now. And yeah, as I'm recording this, I'm currently 284 subscribers. So this Q&A was meant to be for 300 subscribers, but I still need to wait a lot of weeks for that. So I couldn't wait for that, so I'm gonna do the Q&A right now and enjoy it. And let's get on to the first question. Let's see who it will be. So the first question of this Q&A comes in from F1 2015 season build-up and news, and he says, congrats on what is now almost 300 subscribers. Questions: if you could choose anyone to have the F1 game license, who would it be? Do you think Sebastian Vettel can win the championship? And favorite game? So first of all, thanks for congratulating, and now let's head on to the questions. So the first question, I'm not too sure, but I think there's a different solution for that. Give the game license stay. I mean, the license could stay at Codemasters, but different people should make the game. Though those people should make probably 2016 who made Grid Autosport and I think Dirt Rally. So maybe different people within Codemasters. I don't know if it is possible, but it sounds like a good solution. I might be wrong, but that's what I can think of right now. Okay, so do you think Sebastian Vettel can win the championship? I think you probably mean this season. That can he win this season? Well, I think I'm a massive fan of Seb, but I don't think it's possible. I really would love to see that. That would be really nice, but I don't think it's gonna happen because that Mercedes car is just too overpowered and it's really annoying, really. And yeah, I don't think Sebastian Vettel can win the title this season, but it's not because he's not capable enough. It's because maybe the car is not capable enough, or the other team, the Mercedes, might be too far ahead in terms of car pace and car performance, you know. So maybe that's the reason why he cannot win the title this season. But as I said, I would love to see, and I think a lot of us who support him would love to see it. So the last question, favorite game? I think you probably refer F1 games, but okay. So for me, F1 2013 and F1 2010 are my favorite games. F1 2010 because of that. Because of the single player, it is very nice with the paddock, and with you can talk to agents, you can see the interviewers, you can get interviewed, and at the end of the race you get into press conference, and generally it was just for me the game where I spent loads of hours on it with doing career mode. Let's just compare it. On 2010 I did 10 seasons, and on 2014 I did one short season of career mode, so that's a big difference. And also like 2013, because for me the handling feels really amazing, and yeah, I played that game for loads of hours, and if you go into my Steam account you will see it, that I just absolutely loved that game, and I still play it. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for the questions, and now we shall move on to the next one. Let's see. So the next question is a quite controversial question from Kieran Ingram. Who do you think is the best driver on the grid at the moment? On the F1 grid, of course. And in my opinion, it is Sebastian Vettel. Well, this is my opinion, of course, so I don't want to be attacked in the comments below. But anyway, I will explain why do I think he is the best. Well, here is a screenshot. So here we go. As you can see on the screen, Formula 1 records made by Sebastian Vettel. And that's it. That's my answer, Sebastian Vettel, for your question. So, next question comes in from Snicker, and he asks, do you watch MotoGP and maybe also Moto2 and Moto3? Can you show your face? Do you also have F1 2010, 2011 and 2012 from Codemasters? What's your favorite F1 game? Do you watch X-Men G and what do you think of his singing? What do you think of Max Verstappen? So, first question, do you watch MotoGP? Or any kind of things like that? No. Can you show your face? In the last Q&A announcement, I left a link below to my Facebook, my personal Facebook. You should add me there, and then I will send a photo to you if you want. Okay, next one. Do you also have F1 2010, 2011, and 2012 from Cody's? Yes, but currently I cannot play them because they're on the other house. Yeah. Next question, what's your favorite F1 game? As I said, both 2010 and 2013. And yeah. Do you watch X-Men G and what do you think of his singing? So he was pretty much doing this. I don't. Anyway, I just don't know what to think of it. It's just funny. How old do you think I am? I don't know. Probably somewhere around 14, 13, 15, somewhere there. What do you think of Max Verstappen? He's a good talent. He has lots of potential, I think. But these rumors saying that he will go to Ferrari in 2017 are just stupid. He should not go there, in my opinion. But that's not the part of the question. Overall, I don't like him, I don't hate him. I just, he's probably a good talent. That's all I can say. And yeah, thank you for the questions. And we should move on to the next one. Next question. Rev Limit Gaming, PK55 Racing. Why is Pastor your favorite driver and do you think he deserves his seat at Lotus or should Joel Palmer replace him? So for the first question, why is Pastor your favorite driver? He's not my favorite driver. When did I say that he's my favorite driver? I respect him and a little bit support him. But that doesn't mean he's my favorite driver. And who's my favorite driver? We will talk about that in a later point of the video, if we can find questions about people saying favorite driver. Okay, next thing. Do you think he deserves his seat at Lotus or should Joel Palmer's replace him? In my opinion, it's a good pair with him and Grosjean in the Lotus right now. Kind of same ability drivers. I mean, same. They are pretty much on the same level, except that Maldonado has one win, and lately in 2015 Grosjean is a bit more consistent. But yeah, don't want to go on to who is the better driver, Grosjean or Maldonado. The main thing what I say is that I think they should stick like this, Grosjean and Maldonado. I don't want that guy to replace him, if you ask me. And now you're probably saying that, well, if you want him to stay at F1, you probably support him in a way. Well, in a way I support him, a little bit, yeah. But I just don't like seeing drivers getting almost hated on the internet for their bad luck. And some people are just blindly hating Maldonado, and for example, they say that he's a dick and because he crashes into everyone, but really it's all about bad luck. And people are thinking that he's untalented and he just only knows how to crash. Well, I can admit that that he sometimes crashes, but it's just unlucky. It's not about not having talent. He does have the talent, but somehow he is the one out of all the guys who has bad luck. And just to confirm, he had the number 13 on 2014, if someone believes in these things. But anyway, the main thing what I say is that Maldonado and Grosjean should just stay there, in my opinion, at Lotus. That's a fairly good driver lineup, in my opinion, and yeah, haters gonna hate and fans are gonna continue to support unless they find a reason to hate anyone. So yeah, that's all my thoughts about your questions, mate. I think he asked a bit more, but anyway, moving on to the next question. Next question comes in from him again, and he asks, do you prefer WEC or F1? So they are two different sports. Last year I did watch the Le Mans 24 hours, not this year though, and yeah, it's quite interesting, and it's impossible to compare it to F1. You know, it's totally other thing. Maybe the speed of the cars are there, but you know, it's still it's a lot different compared to F1. But the question was that do I prefer WEC or F1? Well, I definitely prefer F1, but maybe actually that's a hard question because I don't particularly like the current season or 2014 either. So I think I will still say F1. Okay, yeah, F1. But still, the current F1 is not particularly the kind of style which I like, and I think a lot of people would agree that this current F1 is just not the best at all. Okay, so next questions are from Clo-Joe. So let's get started. Are you very hungry to eat your hungry country? If you had to be called anything else other than Richard, what would it be? Do you tweet the bird? Do you know what your name means? Richard, would you rather not have Twitter or not have Steam? And the trickiest question of all time, 2 positive facts about Ryan Maguire, Chocrololo888. So let's just get started with the first one. Are you very hungry to eat your hungry country? And the answer is yeah, no. If you had to be called anything else other than Richard, what would it be? I just don't know. There's really no idea. Don't know, sorry. Do you tweet the bird? What? Sorry for skipping all the questions except the first one, but I just don't know what to say about that. Do you know what your name means? Well, let's just look it up. I will read it out to you. Tall, almost towering, large features, arms, legs, beautiful hair, kind usually reserved about sharing his feelings. Although he's able to communicate well, he feels so much more deeply than he speaks. Only those that are close to him will ever really know him, will see it through even if he is unhappy. His commitment unwavering. Will make mistakes believing he has made a wise choice. Realizes logic and does not bring up happiness. Falls in love only once. Okay, I had enough. Let's just search it up on the Urban Dictionary, or Urban, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, that's the answer for that. Would you rather not have Twitter or not have Steam? Well, I would really miss both of them, but I think I would rather not have Twitter, because if I don't have Steam, I cannot play F1, or currently the only platform which I use to play Steam, so I think I would definitely get rid of Twitter instead. And the last trickiest question, 2 positive facts, 2 positive facts about Ryan. And I have no idea. Moving on to the next questions, which are from IfWasF1. The questions are: how did you find me on YouTube? What do you think of people who use sub for sub? Will you get 500 subscribers by the end of the year? Best ever F1 race? And best YouTuber under 100 subs? Cheeky. So, how did you find me on YouTube? I mean, how did I find you on YouTube? Another question where I failed. I don't know. Sorry. If you know the answer, then let me know in the comments. What do you think of people who use sub for sub? Well, once I did a vlog about the fake accounts. I think it's on my second channel, so go check it out. But overall, the sub for sub users are trying to look like a bigger channel, but overall they pretty much don't have any active subscribers. They of course have active subscribers, but they're barely. So for example, that moment when someone with 600 subscribers uploads a video, and then after that, about 2 days, no, just after it, his videos are still around 3-4 views. Just imagine it. From 600 people, just 3 or 4 views. This just cannot be legit. There's no way. So, and also you can find who uses sub for sub by the views. So for example, you compare it to a legit person, you compare it to someone else. For example, someone has 626 subs, and then for example there's someone else with 200 subs, and then look at the view rate of the guy with 200 subs, and then look at the sub for sub user, and then you will see that the guy with 200 subs has more views. How's that possible? Well, the way it's possible is that the other guy was cheating in terms of subscribers. So yeah, that's just a way to find out who is fake channel in terms of fake subscribers, you know what I mean. Best ever F1 race. I don't know from the best F1 race ever, best F1 race which I watched, or the best race ever since 1950. Well, personally, the best F1 race which I watched, I think there are a lot. The last Grand Prix was a good one in Hungary. I really enjoyed it. 2012 Brazil race was really nice and really epic. And ended very nicely indeed. Sorry, Alonso fans. And just, I don't know. These two are my favorites. So let's say 2012 Brazil and this year in the Hungarian Grand Prix. But well, there are definitely other good Grand Prix other than these two. So yeah, there you go. Best YouTuber under 100 subscribers. Well, let me just take a look. So I think you got me. I think you are one of the best ones under 100 subs, but I may miss someone, I don't know. But I think you were planning to be, with this one you were planning to be in my, you wanted me to say that you are the best under 100 subs, and yeah, you got me. So yeah, that's all your questions, and thanks for asking, and I hope I answered well. Moving on to the next question now. Next question comes from AgukHD, #76. What do you aim to achieve from YouTube? Well, first of all, the best thing would be if I would hit 300 subscribers. I'm really close to this number, and I would really love to hit this, because, you know, 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers, this is just the best goal to gain another 100 from the previous one. And yeah, I really want to achieve to get 300 subscribers at the moment. Yeah, I know I said 300 subscribers at least 4 times in a row. But yeah, let's ignore this. And pretty much that's my last aim, because currently I will talk about my future later on, because there are questions referring to that. But yeah, at the moment the only thing, I repeat this for the last time, I will repeat 300 subscribers for the last time. That's my next goal, and I'm not too far away from that. So yeah, hopefully we will hit this number in the next couple of I guess weeks from, yeah, just hopefully we'll get to this number as soon as possible. But yeah, thanks for your question, and yeah, and thanks for subscribing, because I know that you subbed not too long ago. So yeah, moving on to the next guy. The next questions are from Milos Anchevsky. I'm always having a trouble with your name. Anyway, okay, a bit more serious question. Why am I not in the list of YouTubers you showed? If I start a proper gaming channel, will you add me to the list? Well, I think you are referring to the list of YouTubers who you should check out. So wait a second, guys, I'm going to show you what I mean, or what he means in my opinion. So as you can see on the screen, I don't know if you guys know what is this, but this is on the main channel. Whenever someone opens, for example, my channel, you can see the channel, and then after that, on the right hand side of the window, you can see this part. Check these people out. Of course, it's different in every YouTuber. Some YouTuber doesn't put anything here, but I think he means that how can he get into that list? That's how I will understand your question, and if I'm wrong, then sorry, and I guess you should ask in the comments below again. So he asked, why I'm not on your list of YouTubers you showed? If I start a proper gaming channel, will you add me to the list? So this list, you can see plenty of YouTubers, and including my second channel there, as you can see. And after my second channel, I put those channels who I really enjoy watching, and I pretty much like every single of their videos, and I'm really big fan of their channel, or they're good friends. So for example, the Team First is I like the entire channel, pretty much their entire videos, so I put them up there, and it's pretty much the same rank. If we go down, all these YouTubers who I put here are the ones who I really enjoy watching, and the majority of their content is enjoyable for me to watch, and yeah, it just goes up. It's not going by subscribers, so I'm not saying that the guy who is on the top has the most subs, and then as we go down we will have less subs. No, it's all about who I enjoy most watching. Ignore the fact that I'm in P1. That's just in P1 so that people see my second channel. But the second guy is the one who I really enjoy watching. And I think that's what YouTube, this section of YouTube should be about. This should be about a place where you show who are your favorite YouTubers, and who are the ones who are, in your opinion, the top ones out of all. And so that the other people who liked your channel, they might find this place and they will subscribe to that person who we put in here. And the guy in last place is not the worst one. It's also a channel which I really enjoy to watch, and being last here doesn't mean that that channel is ignored and it's the worst out of all this. I enjoy every single videos of that guy as well who's in last place. I just put the ones here who are my favorites. And the way you can get into this section is you make so many amazing and just really good videos which I enjoy. And some people put friends in here. It's just all up to you on who you put here. So, but the main thing what I say about this that I put my best channels, I mean put my favorite channels in here at the end, and yeah, maybe you will once eventually get in here, but yeah, and yeah, that's my answer for your question. And if you wanted to say something completely different, then first of all, sorry, and then you should put it down in the comments below on what you were referring, what you wanted to refer. But anyways, I shall move on to the next question finally. I'm wasting my time a bit too much and yours as well. So yeah, let's see the next question. Hopefully it will be a good one. So the next questions are coming from Mr. Hulkenberg Racing 15. He asks, how many subs are you going to get? Who's your second favorite driver? What's your favorite F1 track? Your opinions on FJ. So, how many subs are you going to get? Well, how many subs am I going to get overall in my entire life? Or how many subs am I going to get in the next couple of months, or this year, or next year? This question is a bit wrong in my opinion. In my opinion, how many subs am I going to get ever? I think once I don't know, it's just too far away in the future. I don't know what's gonna be my maximum number. It just, there's no way that I will guess it on how much growth can I get, but I'm sure, I think I will hit 400 subs once, and that's probably going to be another cool thing to do. But yeah, I suppose that's the answer to your question. Who's your second favorite driver? Why you say that? I mean, why you ask this? Do you know who's my favorite one? Or just because of a twist you want to know my second favorite driver? My second favorite driver is Nico Hulkenberg. So that's pretty good because you like Hulkenberg too. And my first one is Sebastian Vettel. And there's the answer to this. Your favorite F1 track. There are favorite tracks for me in real life. There are favorite tracks for me in the game. There are games like F1 2013 and 14 where I like different tracks compared to real life. So let me just say that in real life, my favorite track is Hungary. It definitely has really good races. Last year and this year were really good. And I would say Hungary. So yeah, my home track. That's my favorite in real life. And in the F1 games, I think in the F1 games, Silverstone, Monaco, and tracks like this. In real life, as I said, Hungary. Your opinion on FJ? FJ is the previous Kripke boy. And what opinion should I have about him? He's nice. He's actually a good guy, but in my opinion, he doesn't like to be bullied by anyone, which is, of course, no one wants to be bullied. That's a fact. No one wants to be bullied, but guys like, I mean, he's sensitive. You really need to speak to him really smoothly, if you know what I mean. You should not even try to joke about some kind of things like gay, idiot, you know what I mean. And overall, he's a nice guy, and I have absolutely no problems, and hopefully he's going to do well in the future on his channel, and yeah, just good luck for anything what he does. I don't know, and I don't really have any kind of opinion about him, to be honest. And I don't think people should have opinions about the other guy, like, oh, you know that guy, he's a He's a bit of a conch, isn't it? You know that guy? He's stupid, you know. He's a bit of a stupid guy. He doesn't know blah blah blah. You know that guy, XZ guy. He's really smart. He's the best guy ever. He's someone who's. I mean, I don't think people should have opinions about each other like this, especially on YouTube, because maybe if the guy who are we talking about will not like that opinion, then we will, then friendships will go away. So, yeah, that's it for your question. Thanks for all the questions from you, and I suppose we're gonna move on to the next one. The next questions are coming from Combined YouTuber. The questions are: who's your favorite YouTuber? What inspired you to do YouTube? Opinions on Matt Tucson? How many subs do you aim to get by the end of 2015? Other than Maldonado, who is your favorite driver? Why do you hate Nico Rosberg? And finally, best YouTuber, over 100 subs but under 200 subs. So let's get started from the beginning. Who is your favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber is, in fact, the Team First. Maybe a lot of you don't know that channel, but they are really quick guys, really good drivers. They were racing on the Apex Online Racing League in 2013 and 2014 as well, and they're just really amazing drivers and loads of amazing videos. You really need to check them out. Just type the Team First with the number 1 on the Google search and or the YouTube search rather, and then you will find their channel. They're just really skilled drivers. What inspired you to do YouTube? I'm not too sure what inspired me, but just all these videos on the YouTube inspired me. Like, first of all, I subscribed to Tim and Monica, and then after that I subscribed to Arab, and then after that I just generally started to find out every single YouTuber, follow them, subscribe to them, and then after a bit I decided that let me try to do multiplayer race, record it, and then put them on YouTube, and that's what mainly I did. I never really played career mode. In fact, I never recorded a career mode video on my channel. So yeah, I mainly just recorded multiplayer races and put them up. But and yeah, that's my story in a little summed up a little bit. Opinions on Matt Tucson. His name says it all. Hamilton fan. And I do not have a problem with that until he starts to say that Vettel is shit, and Hamilton is the best. Until then, I have no problems with him. And maybe he did not say that to me, but I saw him tweeting things like that. Yeah, amazing, Vettel dropped out in Q1 in Canada. It's so amazing, I'm so happy, or something like that. He did not tweet this exactly, but he really said that. Yeah, Vettel out in Q1. It was in Canada 2015, by the way. So yeah, that's my opinions. How many subs do you aim to get by the end of 2015? By this rate, I think 400 subscribers would be the best thing, in my opinion. Other than Maldonado, who's your favorite driver? But why again you think that Maldonado is my favorite driver? So my favorite drivers are Sebastian Vettel, Nico Rosberg, and only the third one is faster, but I only like him because I don't like to see people getting that. I can only repeat myself. Go back to the question with the Rev Limit Gaming. That's why he's in P3, but overall I think in P3 should be something like Ricardo or Button as well. And yeah, these are my top 3-4 thing, you know. Why do you hate Nico Rosberg? I don't think I hate him, to be honest, but just overall, I'm not a fan of the Mercedes AMG Petronas overall. The fact that both of I mean, just generally don't like them, and in my opinion, they do not deserve to be in the top, but they're just my opinion, because I would prefer to see someone else winning, you know, just different winners, like 2012, like 8 or 9 different winners this season, and this year, or just since the V6 era, we had Ricciardo, Hamilton, Vettel and Rosberg who won the race, and no one else. So in 2 years we only had 4 race winners, and the majority of them was Hamilton and Rosberg, and then in a few one-off races Ricciardo, and this year Vettel won. So just generally, I hate the Mercedes. Maybe I would not hate Nico Rosberg if he would be driving with the Ferrari, but with him, with Hamilton and in the Mercedes, just no, I don't like that. And finally, best YouTuber under 100 subs but under over 100 subs but under 200 subs. And it's quite a tight field, and I would still say the team first. And but I think second place is probably you, yeah. And after that, Titan, Tony G, and yeah, the list which you saw on my channel, those are my favorite ones in overall. And yeah, I did not mention Tiamat, Marek and Arva in this video, because probably a lot of others would say that the Tiamat, Marek and Arva are their favorite drivers, but no, favorite drivers, lol, favorite YouTubers. But yeah, thanks for the questions, and I also left a comment on your Q&A, so hopefully you will like what I said to you. Anyway, moving on to the next question now. So the next questions are coming from Tim Beckus Gaming. He asked, how did you find me on YouTube and on Facebook? Opinions about my channel? Do you want to do co-op series with me, or even some sprint races on F1 2014 and upload them on the channel? So let's start with the first one. How did you find me on YouTube and Facebook? The way I found you on YouTube is basically you subscribed to me. I looked at my subscriptions looked at my subscribers on who are sub to me, and there was your channel. And before that we found each other in Alex Zafro's open lobby. Yeah, crazy stories. Opinions about your channel? It's quite a good channel so far. Personally, my favorite videos from there are of course F1 content, because I'm mainly an F1 person. I do occasionally look at some, for example, I saw I think the WRC content from you. Maybe you didn't do a lot, but I watched some of that. Also watched the 2015 career, and yeah, you're improving at the driving, so I guess it's just gonna get better. Moving on, do you want to do co-op series with me, or even some sprint races in 2014 and upload them to your channel? Well, the uploading to my channel and me recording is a bit harder, because currently this laptop is just not the best, you know. So maybe you could upload your career, I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely, I'm 100% sure that some sprint races on 2014 would be, yes, I would do that. Maybe even a co-op season, but I definitely don't want to drive a backmarker car for an entire season. That's for sure. So yeah, there you go. That's the answers to your questions, and yeah, good luck with your channel, and yeah, moving on to the next question. And yeah, it's been quite long so far, this Q&A, and we still have quite a few people to answer, so I suppose let's just get on with the deal and move on to the next question finally. Okay. So the following questions are from Titan of Racing F1, and his questions are: how did you discover F1? How did you find me? What's the goal you want to achieve for this year? I guess it's in terms of subscribers. But anyway, do you think it's game on after Hungarian Grand Prix? Hungary GP, yeah? Give me a shout out, please. Do the cinnamon challenge, Lewis Rosberg or Kimi Raikkonen. Okay, how did you discover F1? Well, let me just tell my story then. I think I told it once. I don't know. I don't think so. So, around 2012, or after the Indian Grand Prix, at that moment, I was watching TV a lot. I was clicking through the channels, clicking through pretty much all the channel, and still was pretty bored and couldn't find some good things to watch. So I was clicking, and then I always thought before that Formula 1 is a boring thing where people just go and do laps around the track and pretty much nothing happens. Maybe a bit of overtaking happens, but that's it. Well, I was clearly wrong, but then let's move on with the story. And I was watching football, I was watching those things on the TV, and yeah, I can tell you, with finding out F1, I said goodbye towards the football things. But still, moving on with the storyline. So, and it's actually a true story, just to say. So, I found the promo of F1, and I was like, let's try to watch one race to see how it is. And then after that, I came in to and I decided to watch the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And first of all, it started with the qualifying session, and I don't exactly remember how it went, or I don't exactly remember the way I watched it on TV, but I didn't really pay attention for the qualifying. But then after the race, I decided to fully pay attention, sit down in front of the TV and look what's gonna happen. And it was just really enjoyable to watch that through an entire 1.5 hours. And then I was like, this is really cool, I need to watch this all the time. And then after that I watched the USA Grand Prix, and then there was the Brazilian Grand Prix when I realized it's the finale. And at that point I saw that the championship battle is between Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso for the World Drivers' title, and the final race is the decider. And I'm generally a person who supports the guys who are dominating the sport. I mean, overall, before I got into F1, and right now I'm not saying the same thing about the current F1, but go back to that point. At that point, I supported usually the people who are dominating, so that we can see new records on most consecutive championship titles. And they said that Sebastian Vettel can win his 3rd title in a row. So at that point, I was like, Alonso had 2 titles as well. Sebastian had 2 titles. One of them should get the title. One of them will get the title. Sorry. And then I realized that Sebastian was the champion in 2010 and 2011 as well. So I was like, come on, you can do it for the 3rd time in a row. And you could be 3-time world champion. I didn't really know F1 at that point, I say it again. But I was like, if he won in the last 2 years, he should make it free. And in the last Grand Prix, it was a really exciting finish to it, and it ended, I guess, well, with Sebastian taking the title in pretty horrific conditions, and it was pretty, as I said, it was one of my favorite races. And then the season ended. Sebastian became champion. Was actually pretty happy, and but at that moment I was still not supporting any driver really. and I was still getting into F1, trying to learn the driver names on who is who and things like that. But yeah, after the 3 races, I was like, I really want to see more of this. And then after that, it was a very painful break for me to wait for the 2013 season. And then when I head into the 2013 season, I had a lot more knowledge about the F1, and after that I understood the entire sport completely. And just to say one more thing, which is not part of the first question only, that when F1 2014, not F1 2014, when 2014 season started, I turned on the TV to watch the second practice session, and I was just completely shocked. The cars were completely different compared to 2013, and the sound is absolutely horrible. It's like an entirely different sport compared to the one which I watched in 2013 and 2012. For a little bit in 2012, just to say it again. And I just couldn't believe that this sound will be there, this horrific sound. Yeah, I say the V6 have pretty bad sound in my opinion. There are some cars which are decent, but overall it's pretty bad. And I was like, really, F1 will be with these absolutely horrific sounds, really? Because on 2013 and on 2012, there are some cars who I really love the engine sound, and now it's all goodbye. All F1 cars are now gonna be like, and it's just no, it was not. I was quite disappointed at that moment, but I could not believe that this question which you asked took me about 6 minutes to answer. So now moving on to your second question, how did you find me? I think once when I got F1 2013 on the PC, and I started to play multiplayer, and then I joined random sessions and then added random people, and after that I started to talk to the ones who I raced with quite a lot, and then after that we just got to know each other, and then yeah, that's how it started. What's the goal you want to achieve for this year? I guess it's again for subscribers. Would love to reach 400 subscribers, but at the moment I'm currently waiting for 300, and I would really, any kind of help from if you are new, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I would really need your help. Anyway, moving on to the next question, do you think it's game on after the Hungarian GP? Well, I think unfortunately the Hungarian Grand Prix race was a kind of a one-off race, you know, like last year. I think unfortunately the Mercedes with Hamilton and Rosberg will be again 1-2 in the next couple of races, but I definitely don't want that to happen, but it may happen, but we'll have to wait and see. But yes, Sebastian may have a better chance than Ricciardo, because he's also experienced with F1, with being in good teams and then being at the front and dominating. Yeah, but he's surely gonna get third place in the standings, and maybe if Mercedes will not be on their top form towards the end of the year, we might actually see him getting a surprise title, but it's a really small chance. It's there. That small chance is still there though, but yeah, it's quite small. Give me a shout out, please. Go and subscribe to Titan Racing F1. He does really good content, trust me. He's one of the best guys out there, and yeah, there you go. Here's the shout out. Do the cinnamon challenge. No thanks. Anyway, Lewis Rosberg or Kimi Raikkonen. If Lewis Rosberg means that Lewis is wrecked by someone, maybe from Alright, Richard, with the current state of F1 games, would you ever see yourself moving away from them and maybe going into sim racers instead? Do you think Codemasters will have learned from their mistakes and produce the best game ever for 2016, or do you think it will be the same old? Would you like to be a real-life racing driver? Not just F1, but in any capacity? You seem really good at these F1 games. Would you say that is a result of hundreds of hours practice, or would you say it is a skill that some people can have from the off while others struggle to make any real progress? Well, that's enough serious questions. I have a reputation, don't you know? So I will leave with the words of one of the greatest legends in the sport. Yeah, that's right, it's Murray Walker. Well, he's world champion and we will only get one of those a year. Sorry for the mistakes, what I said whilst reading it, but it was quite a long comment. So, with the current state of F1 game, would you ever see yourself moving away and going into sim racers? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think I would not be sim racer. Do you think Codemasters will have learned from their lessons and make the best game in 2016? Let me just start to think. So Codemasters started in F1 2009. That was their first game. So let's start counting. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. It's 7 games. And they said, I think people thought after 2014 that they will make the best game in 2015. I saw people in the AOR planning that we will return for AOR Season 10 Noble, every single one of them, TRR Rosberg, TRR Limitless. It will be the ultimate comeback of all the AOR drivers and it will be amazing. And so far I did not see any kind of leaks. But that's not the point to talk about F1 2015 right now. The main thing is that if Codemasters in 7 years they only managed to make 2 games which people, I mean, it's of course people have different taste, but the majority really loves 2010. A lot of people likes 2013, 2012 as well. It looks like a lot of people hated 14 from being a Mario Kart and not challenging, and it seems like now gets hated 2015. So if you continue with the logic, so 2009 I don't know about that, but in 2010 it was one of the best. In 2011 I don't know, I played that game though, but I don't know. 2012 and 2013 are good ones. So from 2013 onwards the games are starting to be worse. So I think some people accepted the fact that F1 2014 will not be the best game because they're concentrating on 2015, and they had a lot of time to develop 2015, and that's what you guys got. I'm not saying an opinion about 2015 that it's a shit game, it's a good game. I'm just only saying that I see a lot of disappointed people. Some people said that it's even worse than 2014. So if they waited for like 1 year or 1.5 years for a good game and they got a worse game, then what can we expect for 2016? I just don't know. So yeah, that's kind of answered the question. Now moving on. You seem really good at these F1 games. Would you say that is that the result of loads of hours of practice, or would you say that it is a skill that some people can have from the off while others struggle to make any real progress? Well, the thing I think it is, in fact, both. Yeah, both. Because there are some people who need to put who don't need to put loads of hours in the game, but they're still really fast. But I'm not that one. For me, I think for the first 500 hours, I was not that quick and I was still using traction control. And then I'm talking about 2013 this time. And then after that, when I came into around 8,000, no, 800 hours, 8,000, Jesus. No, 800. And yeah, I was really sweating when 2013, when I got it for the laptop. I really wanted to be quicker, but I think for me, personally, I needed loads of hours to be decent in the game. I'm not saying to be fast, but decent. And there are some people who are probably... So let me just take a look. So I will search up for Alex Gillen on Steam though. Give me a second, guys. So Alex Gillen, view Steam profile. Let's look at the statistics on how many hours he put on 2013. If I can see it on... Yeah, he put 269 hours on F1 2013. And he was one of the fastest guys there. One of the fastest guys on F1 2013. And I put like... I think I put 4 times more hours than him. And I'm still not on his pace really. I'm like 1 or 2 seconds off, but I think it's acceptable. I don't know, but yeah, it's a little bit depending on how much time you and how much of a talent you have, because this comparison tells a lot that I did more than 800 hours on 2013 and he only did 200 and he's still way faster than me. So it's not all about the hours, it's all about knowing how to drive the game and how to be fast and how to nail the apexes and everything. I think that's my opinion about this. Next question. Pumps for the win 87. Sorry about the lateness, but here's my questions. Congrats on nearly 300 subs between. Thank you. Anyway, what's the plan for your channel's future as you haven't bought 2015? Would you trust Cody's enough to ever buy another F1 game from them? Will you expand to other games, and if so, which ones? How many other penalties do you think Maldonado will get this season? So, what's the plan for my channel's future as I haven't bought 2015? Well, that's my main big issue right now, that I just absolutely have no clue, and I just pretty much have no planned videos after this Q&A. I'm serious, and that's a pretty bad thing. So yeah, that's a kind of sad answer, but it's true. Would you trust Codes enough to ever buy another F1 game from them? I just have no idea about this as well. I think maybe Cody's will learn from their lessons. I think Codemasters have one last chance in 2016, because their license is gonna end in 2016, and I think if 2016 game will not be a good one that people will love and the netcode for them will be good. So if 2016 will be a buggy game with lag and everything and all sorts of bugs, then I'm pretty sure that that's their last chance, and then they will lose their license, or people will never buy game from Cody's. But I don't know really. Will you expand to other games, and if so, which ones? At the moment, I honestly don't know. I thought about Agario, but that's just don't know. That might be Agario videos, but yeah, I just don't have a clue at this point about this as well. How many other penalties do you think Maldonado will get this season? Piss off. Lol. I don't know. And I don't know. really don't know, and I really don't like to see him getting penalized by the steward anyway. But of course they penalize him for a reason, you know. But hopefully Pastor will put the pit limiter on in time in the next couple of races, and just hit that speed limit. Just stay within that limit. No need to get those stupid penalties for going for. I just don't know at this point what to say about this. Just really hope that he will not get penalized, and if he gets penalized, and he should be penalized for things which he deserved to be penalized. Anyway, thanks for your questions, and it's getting close to the 1 hour mark. I think I might hit that in this Q&A. Yeah, and I still have damn questions to go, and I don't want to miss people out from this, so. Next question are from Kuang Min, and he asks, what's your plan for the future? Are you gonna do video of other games? Well, what's my plan for the future? And the thing is that I have no plan. That's my issue, because currently I play 3 games, F1 2013, F1 2014 and Grid Autosport. But the problem is that this laptop is really bad, I can tell you. It's pretty bad, and it's so hard to get the FPS work, especially for that Jules Bianchi hot lap with the Henry Surtees Foundation. You needed to do so many things to just make the FPS to be at least viewable. It was still not good, so that's one reason. And of course you would probably say that get a better PC, but at the moment it's not quite possible. So I thought about the Gario, as I said, thinking about other games which are, I don't know, at the moment I don't have a plan, and I really hope to upload, and maybe if I found some good F1 2013 or 14 content, I hope you will take a look at it, or if not, then no. But yeah, as I said, don't have 2015, and well, the channel will not be really active, I can tell you, but it's still worth to be subbed, because I'm still here on the channel every single day, still active. I'm not dead, so to say. So, but in terms of ideas of what will I do with the channel, is pretty much just have no clue. Maybe I will do some vlogs, but I don't know. I cannot show my face, so I don't know. But yeah, moving on to, I think, is it the final question of the Q&A? We'll have to find out. I have to find it out too. So yeah, let's see. Next question is from MCL95. Why do you still have your channel instead of deleting it? Well, why would I delete my channel, and why would anyone who stops YouTube should delete their channel? You know, for example, AthlicWG, or some people who stop YouTube, why should they remove themselves? Because first of all, those videos which you already made are still up. Why would you delete them? People will still watch it, and maybe they would still comment, like, and they would just still enjoy the content which are there. Maybe you are not making videos anymore, but still, you should not delete the channel, because you can have some really nice memories if you look at your old videos, for example. So that's my opinion. And ladies and gentlemen, we hit the last question of the Q&A, and it is from F1 Maestro 26. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color in the alphabet? How blessed are you if blessed G divided by S, or dollar, times H over 69 69.44. Why do you crash so much? On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color in the alphabet? My mind is fucked. That's all I can say. How blessed are you if blessed equals G divided by dollar times H over 69.44? Well, if that is the case, then I am really blessed. But nah, in all seriousness, I'm not blessed. Why do you crash so much? Where? Where do you see me crashing? Or where, or just generally, why you think I crash, and who told you that I crash, and where you see me crashing? Because of course I never raced against you, and I never crashed you, so maybe, and I can tell you that of course all the videos I did crashing content, and on the second channel I also did, but I don't know, just why you think that I crash anyways? And I don't know, if I crash, then I do it for fun. That's all I can say. So yeah, so that means that this is the end of the Q&A. So that's it. It's over. It's been way too long to edit this Q&A and to answer all these questions. And yeah, I think 1 hour might be a bit too long for you, but I think I will still release it in one big Q&A, because this might be my last video for a long time. I'm not never saying that I'm gonna quit YouTube, but at the moment I'm still not too sure on what will be my next video. Maybe a thank you video for 300 subs if I hit that number. So thank you guys for the questions, and I really hope I answered the best way possible for these questions. If you want to ask me something which I maybe didn't answer well, or you just want to know something else, then feel free to put that in the comment section. Also, if you are at this point of the video, comment below that you watched the entire thing, because those people will be, in my opinion, my best ever subscribers. And just thank you all for the support, and thanks for the questions, and hopefully we'll hit the 300 subscriber number very soon. But until then, until the next video, which I don't know when gonna be, I will see you next time. Hope you have a good day, and have fun, and see you guys later, if ever. But don't worry, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm saying it again. It might be a bit shocking for you, but no, I'm not quitting. Anyway, goodbye. See you next time.